Be careful what you say to children. I have never liked iceberg lettuce. But growing up, that's what we got. Every time we had a salad, I begged my mom to use less lettuce. And after all my begging sessions, she said, when you make dinner, you can make it how you like it. I was probably 5 at the time. I turn 8, and I am now allowed to use the sharp knives. Mom asks me to make the salad for dinner as I am now old enough to help. I took 1 leaf of lettuce and chopped it up and then put in about a ½ pound of cheese, every grape tomato we had, and lots of raw onions. When I put it down on the table, she said it was not a proper salad as there was not enough lettuce. My response was, well, Mom, when you make dinner, you can make it how you like it. Needless to say, I was never asked to do the salad again. But I was satisfied that my family ate it that way because they had been bested. I think of Amelia Bedelia as at least one of the patron saints of malicious compliance. Although in the books, she's written as being totally unaware. But I think it's an ACT. I can remember being a kid and completely thrilled, scandalized by the thought of getting the best of my parents like this, but never quite got up the guts to resist. Growing up, I was never allowed to pick what was on TV. I got the same line, when it's your house and your TV you can pick. Well, my mother comes to visit me in my first apartment and wants to change the channel to Young and the Restless. I absolutely shut that down. It's my house and my TV. We watch what I want. Quote, guess who left? Lol. As a parent, I found out that the best way to deal with the preschool million questions a day phase is by answering a question with a question. Why? Quote, what do you think about it? Quote, they answer. You get some cool insights into how their brains work. You never waste time telling them about their teeth when they were pointing at their tongue. And occasionally you get some really fun answers. The downside? I come out of the bathroom to discover my preschooler has lined up a dozen glasses on my carpet and is holding a pitcher of red Kool-Aid. I screech, what are you doing? And the little smart aleck looks me right in the eye and says in the same tone I always used, what do you think? Quote, I didn't know whether I wanted to laugh or scream. But I was a good mom and can't help him pour 1 glass and put the others back. Iceberg lettuce has all the nutrients of an ice cube. When I was learning to drive, my dad was not a fan of having the radio on. He and Mom took us on many road trips. And there were times when we had 5 kids in the car plus Mom and the dog. He wanted his peace and quiet. We learned to bring books and games and we managed. This was in the 60s. When Dad was the boss and we knew it. It was respect. It wasn't fear. Okay, maybe it was a little bit fear. Once in a while he would turn on the radio. And then, in the middle of a song that it seemed we all liked, he would turn it off. He would tell us that when it's our car, we can listen to whatever the hell we want. Couple of years ago, I'm driving my now elderly parents back from my brother's house. Not a long ride, only a couple of hours. He pipes up from the back and tells me to turn the radio off. I told him no. I'm sure you can see where this is going. Let's just say it did not go well. He got very, very angry. And we had very harsh words, which we had not done in decades. I told him, when you were teaching me to drive, you told me that when it was my car I could play whatever I wanted. Doesn't it suck when your words come back to bite you? Quote. In Australia, lettuce is currently regarded as upmarket fancy food because massive floods have destroyed most of our lettuce crops, so prices have gone through the roof as stocks have dwindled. It's a bit hilarious. TBH. Rolling on the floor laughing leafy green salad. My mom is not a good cook. 2 pieces of pepper is too spicy for her. We finally complained. I mean, school lunches were better. Fatty and fried and just not good stuff. She said something like that. Not malicious compliance. But my older sister basically took over cooking for us. It was so much better. I basically went from plain meat and potatoes to healthy near vegetarian and such an array of dishes and spices. We all lost a bit of pudge and felt better. It was almost like lifting a low-grade depression on the 3 kids. I only like iceberg because it has crunch, almost no flavor, and is an excellent carrier for ranch. Lol, I'm with you. I will occasionally eat iceberg lettuce, but I'd much rather have raw spinach, romaine or spring greens as a salad base. As for toppings, anything goes. I'll throw fruit in there, fresh veg and even edible flowers. When I was growing up, my brother and I always left the kitchen cabinet doors open. My mom would always say, "I can't wait until you have your own house and I can come over and leave all the cabinets open." Well, my mom never did that. She does a couple of years ago, and every once in a while I'll see a cabinet door open and think of her. No cucumber? That was my idea of salad when I was little. Sliced cucumber with some oil, red vinegar, and some salt. I often make a salad with tomatoes, cheese, onion, and whatever other veggies I have around at the time. Lettuce? PFFFT. It's optional. My boyfriend's mother is very good at this. She knows I eat less spice than the rest of their family. So I'd always get my boyfriend to let her know when I was staying, despite being repeatedly told I was welcome whenever, in case it was spicy or she needed to make sure she had enough food to suddenly feed an extra person. One day, all the notice she once again got was me walking in the front door. But this time she'd already put dinner on to simmer, getting it ready early, and had already added so much spice and heat I wouldn't be able to eat it. I ended up with leftovers. And my boyfriend went through a whole dinner of everyone in his family telling him he needed to let them know in future. He always lets her know when I'm staying for dinner now. Might not always tell her I'm dropping by at other times if we're going out though. I would have gotten smacked for that smart-assness. Love it. You were obviously a brilliant child. And not malicious compliance at all, but my elderly parents moved in with me recently and my dad questioned something I was doing. I felt like I had waited all my life to be able to say, "Well, Dad, when you live under my roof." Quote. Username checks out. R. Delicious compliance. I love how literal children can be rolling on the floor laughing. Are you a U.S. Senator? Because this level of deviousness is absolutely brilliant. I'm not a parent yet, and I believe that I wouldn't say that to my child. But if I raise a smartass like that, I will probably be amused, ha ha ha.
If you enjoyed this video, please check out our playlists full of similar content. Epic Aircast is like doom scrolling for your ears. Please like, share, and subscribe.